justice for all.
Could we have roll call, please, Kathy?
Let me get my speaker here. All right, Wheeler.
Here.
Garland.
Here.
Maloney.
Here.
Oxley.
Here.
Peters.
Here.
Likens.
Here.
And Quinn.
Here.
We have a quorum.
Thank you. Do we have a motion to approve the minutes of the August 13th meeting?
So moved.
Moved by Wheeler,
Second.
second by Likens. Any comments, questions, changes? All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Thank you. We're going to move from the public hearings to the new business first tonight. We'll change the agenda up here. So this is the case for the final plat of re-subdivision for the 922 East 9th Street. Kimberly?
Yes, thank you, Chairman. Case before you tonight is case number 2024-010. The subject property is displayed on your monitor. Mike Irola, owner of Sports Huddle, is seeking approval of final plat of re-subdivision and final development plan for a new addition to the existing commercial Sports Huddle building. The subject property, lots 2 and 3 of Lockport Plaza. It is generally located northeast of 9th Street and 7th Street. The subject property includes lots 2 and 3 of Lockport Plaza. Let me switch that for you. Lockport Plaza is a 5.42 acre retail center that was developed in the 1960s and 70s. It originally consisted of one large lot, and has subsequently been divided into 4 separate lots. There are non-conforming conditions that have existed within the development for many years, which pertain to parking, circulation, and general layout of the development. The existing Sports Huddle is located on Lot 2, and the proposed addition will be located on 2 and 3, which 3 is the vacant lot. The subject property is approximately 1.5 acres combined. The commission may recall that a Scooter's Coffee Kiosk development for Lot 4 went before the PZC in August and is currently being reviewed by the City Council. The applicant is proposing a 10,800 square foot addition to the existing Sports Huddle building. 2,500 square feet will be additional storage for Sports Huddle, and 8,300 square feet will be for a future tenant. A final subdivision plat was submitted for lots 2 and 3, which will be consolidated into a single lot to accommodate the proposed addition. And a site plan, I have displayed on the monitor a site plan and a geometric plan from the civil sheets. The plans show the existing 9,599 square foot building, which was constructed in 1973, and the proposed 10,800 square foot addition. Parking is not shown on the site plan, however, will remain the same. Access is off of 9th Street. The full access through the proposed scooter site will be a right-in, right-out instead of full access, which is an IDOT change. And then the final building elevations are displayed. The materials meet the city's architectural design standards for the Class 1 materials. The addition was designed to match the existing storefront. Aluminum glass window and door system, hardy board, stone veneer, and IFAS are proposed. An engineering review was provided and comments were provided. As a condition of approval, all remaining engineering comments need to be addressed prior to committee of the whole meeting as noted in the engineering review number 1 dated September 2nd, 2024. Engineering items were received in our office today, and staff can defer to the engineering team at the end of this report to add any additional comments. And for the fire district provided comments that are also condition of approval, mainly pertaining to the building sprinkler and fire alarm, and the verification that the wall separating the new and existing buildings is a proper firewall. New building and existing building fire alarms will be tied to one another, and any doors from the new building to the existing one shall have the proper fire rating. Should the commission find the proposed commercial building addition acceptable, the following motion is suggested. A motion to recommend approval for final plat of subdivision and final development plan for a commercial building addition, subject to the following conditions, which are shown on your monitor. This concludes staff's report.
Thank you, Kimberly. Bob, have all the engineering questions been answered?
So there were 5 outstanding items in the memo about 2 weeks ago, and all of them but one have been fully resolved, and we're working through the final one, which has to do with their ADA accessibility to the addition.
And we're currently working with them right now on a few alternatives.
And that's the slope, the 5-degree slope you're talking about?
Yes.
Okay. And so everything else has been met?
Yes.
Okay. Any other questions or comments? The owners of the property here and the architects here, if you have any questions? Hearing none, I'll accept the motion.
Matt, one second. Just, do we have any proposed tenants at this time, or is this basically on spec?
So currently, we're proposing to do a baseball facility where baseball training takes place currently. Do I have a solid tenant as of right now? I do not.
Okay, thank you.
Any other questions or comments? Okay, what's your pleasure?
I'll make a motion to recommend approval for final plat of subdivision and final development plan for a commercial building addition, subject to the following conditions. 1, the remaining engineering items will need to be addressed prior to the committee of the whole, as noted in the engineering review number 1, dated September 2nd, 2024. And number 2, at the time of the building permit and fire district's comments as follows shall be addressed. The fire district shall review the building sprinkler fire alarm plan when complete. IFC section 503.1.1 requires an access road to extend within 150 feet of all portions of the building. The fire district needs verification that the wall separating the new and existing buildings is a proper firewall. The new building and the existing building fire alarms will be tied into one another, and any new doors for the new building to the existing one shall have the proper fire rating.
We have a motion, do we have a second?
Second.
Second by Peters. Roll call vote, please. Wait, any questions or comments? Anyone from the public wish to speak? Roll call vote, please.
You got it. Wheeler.
Yes.
Garland.
Yes.
Maloney.
Yes.
Oxley.
Yes,
Peters.
Yes.
Likens.
Yes.
And Quinn.
Yes.
Motion passes.
thank you. This will go to city council when, Lance, or does it have to go to council?
Wednesday, October 2nd.
October 2nd. Okay. 7 PM in this room.
Committee of the whole, yeah.
Thank you much.
Thanks for your investment in the town.
Thank you.
Okay, next we have a public hearing, text amendment 2024-005 TA. Do we have a motion to open the public hearing?
So moved.
Moved by Garland,
Second.
second by Likens. All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Who's presenting? Kimberly?
I will present it to you. The next case is a text amendment. It's case number 2024-005 TA. The recommended changes to Chapter 155, the city's side code, relates to Section 15507B1. Temporary signs in all districts, temporary signs in residential zoning districts. The proposed changes pertain to signs that are displayed within residential districts only. The current allowable size of a yard sign is 8 square feet. Staff is requesting to reduce the current size from 8 square feet down to 6 square feet to allow the use of popular yard signs, which are typically 18 by 24, or in some instances, larger signs can be 24 by 36. In addition to amending Section 15507B1, a new item is needed to prevent the assembling or displaying multiple yard signs together as a means to have a larger display area. And lastly, new text relating to political signs is needed in accordance with Illinois state statute to establish political signs shall be exempt from time and quantity restrictions. Should the commission find the proposed amendment acceptable, the following motion is suggested. A motion to recommend approval of the proposed amendment to Chapter 155 of the city's Code of Ordinances.
That's it. Anyone from the public wish to speak? Something funny down there? There's something funny down there? One thing, Kimberly, I see in here is that the, each permit not exceeding 14 days, and there'd be a maximum of 3 per year. How does that come into play? Is
That's,
that also?
Temporary sign language that is not being addressed in this particular
Okay,
code amendment.
That's more related to like the feather signs and banners and stuff like that, that
Right.
grand
Contractor
opening
yard
and
signs.
things like that go up.
so one of the items here is that people are putting 2 and 3 signs together.
Correct.
Trying to get rid of that, so they're all separate signs.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, the last election season, we had, last primary election season, we had a number of candidates who put 4x4 signs out, and when we enforced the sign code at 2x4, they cut it in half and left it as is, and said that I've got 2 2x4 signs. And so it, allowed the 4x4 sign to be in residential areas, and this is an attempt to not have that, because commercial areas allow for the 4x4 signs and would still allow for that, but rather than muck up a whole bunch of people's fences and everything else in the community, we would like to restrict that from happening.
Okay.
Is there any further explanation on the point 8 about the political being exempt? Does that mean that you could have a political sign that is much larger than the rest of the code, or no?
That's only for time and
Okay,
And
duration
okay, excellent.
and
All right.
quantity.
and quantity.
Okay,
That's
perfect.
a state statute,
Okay,
not
thank you.
related to us.
Any other questions or comments?
If a realtor has a house for sale, he can still put up a for sale sign in front of the house?
This is, yes.
Okay.
I'll accept the motion.
I'll make a motion to approve the proposed amendment to Chapter 155 of the
Yeah.
city's...
We have to close the public hearing first.
Sorry.
Yep.
Oh.
Nobody gets. I'll accept the motion to close the public hearing. It's moved.
Second.
Moved by Garland, second by Likens. Roll call vote, please.
You don't need a roll call for a motion to close public hearing.
All in favor, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? There we go. Okay, now we'll accept the motion.
Okay. I will make a motion to approve the proposed amendment to Chapter 155 of the city's Code of Ordinances, as staff has stated.
Second.
Motion by Likens, second by Gardner. Roll call vote.
You got it. Wheeler.
Yes.
Garland.
Yes.
Maloney.
Yes.
Oxley.
Yes.
Peters.
Yes.
Likens.
Yes.
Quinn.
Yes.
Motion passes.
Thank you. All right. Next is Tax Amendment 2024-006.
Yep. We are requesting a continuance of this matter since the city council is currently debating a mirroring ordinance change that has to do with the tobacco licensing.
Okay, do we have a date, specific date you want to,
September 10th, 2024.
we need a motion to effect?
Yes. Was it?
October.
Oh, I'm sorry, October, I'm sorry. It's October,
October 10th?
October 10th. Oh, October, I'm sorry, October 8th. Yep.
Do we have a motion to continue this PH2 to the October 8th Planning Commission meeting?
So moved.
Moved by Garland,
Second.
second by Likens. Roll call vote, please.
You got it. Wheeler.
Yes.
Garland.
Yes.
Maloney.
Yes.
Oxley.
Yes.
Peters.
Yes.
Likens.
Yes.
And Quinn.
Yes.
Motion passes.
Okay. Final plat. Old business, we have any old business? Citizens be heard? Chairman's report, I have nothing. Commissioners report, anybody have anything they'd like to report? Staff report? Kimberly, Lance, Sonny, nobody? You guys don't want to talk to us tonight? Okay. Motion to adjourn. So moved. Moved by Garland, second by Likens. All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Thank you very much.